Welcome to the Tennessee Braiders certification. I'm super excited that you all are part of this class. This is a virtual course that is super easy, but guess what? It's going to allow you to make so much more money and finally step into your career. The career in the beauty industry. The beauty industry, I'm telling you, it is a billion-dollar industry, and you are a part of that $1 billion. It's all about strategy, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that too as well. So those who do not know me, I am Gary Gerard. I am a master educator and stylist. I'm a brand ambassador and a marketplace midwife. What is that? I'm the individual who's going to help you push and birth the very thing that you've been desiring to do. And that's braiding hair. That's in business, that's in vision, and that is in marketplace. Okay? So let's get started. First, before we move forward, I want you all to realize that this class can be done virtually or in person. But of course, you're watching this video, it's not in person. It is absolutely virtual, right? So you can do this virtual. And here's another kicker. It used to be 16 years of age. Now you can be 14. Yeah, you can either get your niece, you can get your nephew, you can get anybody to sign up for this certification. You have to be at least 14 years of age, okay? At the end of the certification course, you are going to be certified. You're going to get a certification from me, and then we're going to certify you with the state of Tennessee to make you legit. So beware of those that will certify you, and they do not certify you with the state of Tennessee. Taking a course is one level, but getting certified through the state, that's what you want to seal the deal. You want to seal the deal by going through the state routine with that. Nextly, this class is for those who currently already know how to braid, which means I do not go over any type of braiding techniques. I don't go over any weaving techniques, neither dreadlock techniques. I only currently certify those who are already working. You already have a passion for it. You already, matter of fact, have a clientele, right? And so I just want to make you legal, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay? This certification also teaches sanitation, disinfecting, and laws. Let's move right along. Each person today will be able to work in a professional environment or open up their own braiding space. What? Yes. After today, you can make the decision, I'm going to open up my own environment for all of my braiders, for my clients, all of that. You don't have to braid hair in the kitchen anymore. You don't have to do it in the living room, even in your home. No, you can head out right now and start looking for a space. Maybe you don't want to own your own space. Maybe you want to go into a barber shop. Maybe you want to go into a nail shop. Maybe you want to go into a salon. You have those choices that you can do it after you receive this certification. This certification is not a licensing, it's a certification. Many of you probably can keep hearing me say certification, certification, certification. It's because a licensing per se, sometimes it takes 8 months, 9 months, a year and a half. And there are required courses and a curriculum that you must take and pass a state test. With this certification, there are no tests. Right, there are no tests. You don't have to study. You don't have to break a sweat about, oh, I'm going to have to go and study, get a kit together. You do not have to do that with this certification. And it must be renewed every 2 years. Every 2 years, you'll go to court.tennessee.gov to renew that, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Okay? This certification is only legal in the state of Tennessee. Oh, Gary, I'm getting my certification and I'm moving to Kentucky, or I'm moving to Ohio, or I'm moving to Nebraska. This certification does not work in these states. Now, there are some states that do not require for you to have a braider certification, any type of natural hair license. So it's up to you to check with the state to find out what are the requirements for that state. Now, this certification is through the Tennessee Health Department as well, and Tennessee State Board of Cosmetology. Okay, so you cannot practice these things outside of the state. If you do, maybe you can want to do a pop-up shop go to Atlanta, let some few homegirls, home guys know that you're in out of town for do a pop-up, and you maybe want to braid their hair while you're in town. You absolutely can do that. But for as legally paperwork wise, this is only legal in the state of Tennessee. What is hair braiding? Hair braiding means techniques that result in tension of the hair strands, such as twisting, wrapping, weaving, extending dreadlocks, and sew-ins. That's right. They just included sew-ins. So those of you who are into the lace, you're into the closures, you're in for a great treat. You can now include sew-ins with this Braiders certification. Okay, anything dealing with medical, mechanical appliances, and they have certain tools that you can buy that will help create braids, that will help create dreadlocks. You are allowed to use those. Now here is the kicker. No coloring, no relaxers, no jerry curls, no chemicals whatsoever. Mr. G, you're telling me that we can't color hair? Correct. Now, what I am telling you, do hair at your own risk. Now, I'm just going to be honest. Since they added sew-ins, most people want their bundles colored, right? So, you have to make a decision. Am I going to dab in this hair color, because I know a little bit about it, or I'm just going to stick away from it? Use that at your own risk. But by law, you cannot use any level of chemicals. Nextly, I hope you all are taking notes. You're going to need disposable instruments and tools. What do you mean disposable instruments and tools? We're not really, we fully come out of COVID, kinda, but it's still around. So those same level of products that you needed to make sure that your environment was safe, such as gloves, Germ-X, disinfectant spray, Lysol wipes, anything to make things clean, make the surface clean, make the environment clean. You want to make sure that you have those things intact, right? You want to make sure you have those things intact, including your face mask. So you want to make sure that you have those too. You want to set you a small stash away and label it as disinfectants and put all of the things that you need to give your environment, your tools, just so everybody can know, hey, this is what my cleaning supplies are. This is what the bleach is. This is what the Lysol is. And so there won't be no confusion and won't nobody get mixed up and thinking it's hairspray. That would be very bad if somebody thought the Lysol spray or anything was a holding spray. You want to make sure that you label all of your products. Disinfectant safety products. This is number one. Keep a MSDS sheet on hand. What is an MSDS sheet? It stands for Material Safety Data Sheet. Material Safety Data Sheet. What this sheet is, and it's not necessarily something that you gotta have, but if you buy products, majority of your products carry MSDS sheet, even if you have to Google it. So what it does is it shows you how to properly store away all of the products that you per se may buy. It shows you how to store them away just to make sure that you can get the longevity of them as well, and you don't mix up any type of aroma, anything. You don't want to blow up anything, right? They want you to wear gloves, safety gloves. This is for cleaning and disinfecting. You're going to need safety gloves, okay? You're going to need to avoid skin and eye contact. You want to make sure that while you're cleaning up, you don't accidentally spray any bleach on any client, get anything in their eyes, anything of that nature. You want to have gloves. You want to have a draining basket, okay? You want to keep these things away from the children that may come into your environment to get braided or dreaded. You also want to make sure you have good hand soap, okay? You want to have good hand soap available even in your establishment. No bars of soap. They do require that you have great hand soaps, okay? Where there are any spills, you want to make sure that you definitely clean those up anywhere around your area. Now, Mr. G, why we're going through this is because This is through the Tennessee Health Department, which means they're going to make sure that you are operating with safety and disinfection too as well, and sanitation. Here are some equipment pieces that you definitely can purchase as the supplies may be needed for your environment. Number one, towels and capes. Towels and capes. Okay, you're going to need space for clean towels, and you're going to need space for soiled towels. Now, wherever your clean towels are, you want to make sure that it is labeled clean towels. Okay, for all of your dirty towels, you want to make sure that your area says soiled towel. SOILED, not dirty, not filthy, not wet. It has to say soiled towels, okay? So you have your towels and you have your capes. You want to make sure that you always have clean, fresh smelling capes, styling capes. Second, you want to have popsicle sticks. Popsicle sticks are needed for edge controls in jail. This keeps you from double dipping your finger back into the gel, back into the edge control. You're going to use popsicle sticks and practice sanitary habits, okay? So you're going to use those popsicle sticks for each client. Each client will get a popsicle stick, and you will use that one stick for that client, okay? After you're done with that client, feel free to throw that popsicle stick away. Nextly, you can have a shampoo bowl. Now, this is another bonus right here. How many times have you been to the hair braiding shop and you got a shampoo too? Sometimes majority of the time, they want you to come already shampooed. So if I were you, I would hire a shampoo tech and let the shampoo tech cleanse their hair, cleanse their scalp, shampoo. Okay, you want a clarifying shampoo, which is going to strip the scalp and the hair from oils, dirt, anything, gels, anything that they put on their hair previously before. Okay, you want to use a clarifying shampoo, and then you want to follow up with a hydrating or moisturizing shampoo. This is going to put moisture back into the hair, back into the client's hair, and then you also want to find you a great conditioner too as well. This is an upsell. This is an upsell. This is what this is all about. You don't want to just be limited to just hair braiding. But even while you're braiding, you want to have other streams as well being attached to the hair braiding. Okay? Here's another one. You can add a hydration dryer, which means that your clients can get a deep conditioner when they come. So you can order your hydration dryer. You can find them on Buy Right. You can find them on Amazon, Walmart.com, even some of your local beauty supply stores, and add that as an upsell too as well for your clients. And all of those things are optional. It's not a must. Those are optional, okay? Next, we have a barbericide jar. A barbericide jar, including with the solution that comes with it, which means many of you probably have been to the barbershop, even been to the salon, and you see that clear jar, and it's blue, okay? And you may see combs in them or shears, anything inside of it. That is a disinfectant. Those disinfectants are there to kill all forms of germs, okay? All forms of diseases, blood pathogens, all of that. That is there for a reason. And you want to make sure that you all have a barbericide jar and get the solution that comes with it. You can basically find those at your local beauty supply store as well as Amazon too as well. Okay. Also, you would need a dispensary. You would need a dispensary so your towels, all of that can be hid in there. Your cleaning supplies, all that can be hid in the dispensary. Your shampoo, your conditioners can be hid in the dispensary. And you can just use this for storage, basically. Okay. Let's move right along. We have blood spills. In case of a blood spill, stylists must have a first aid kit. You need a first aid kit. If you are here today and you're listening, you definitely got to have a first aid kit. Okay? You want to stop your service, apply gloves, stop the bleeding, clean with an antiseptic wipe, bandage the cut, clean the area where the blood spill is, disinfect it, and proceed on with your services if the cut is not too bad. How can I cut someone if I can't really do anything? Listen, Accidents happen. You basically sometimes can be going through a client's hair who has previously had a scalp. You can irritate that scalp, and that scalp will start bleeding, right? So you want to tend to that client's bleeding, okay, to the blood spill. And you have to do that by the state of Tennessee. And it just makes sense, and it just keeps you safe, and it keeps your client safe as well. Professional image. So if you saying, well, hey, I want to go in, I'm going to work with someone, or maybe I want to go and find my own establishment, this is what we need to deal with today. Professional image. Keep your floors clean. When first thing when clients are coming in, they're going to definitely be looking and scoping out the area where you work. You want to control the hair and dust debris. Hair flies everywhere while you're braiding. It is hiding under the dryers. It's hiding here and there. So you want to make sure that you clean up after each client. Keep trash contained, okay? No one wants to come into an establishment and trash is just hanging out of the trash can. Like, no, you don't want that. You want to give them an experience, and you want to give them a clean environment. You want to keep restrooms clean, okay? No cooking. Now, why is no cooking on this list? Because you will be surprised who's doing braids, who's doing hair, and selling fish at the same time. You can't do it. You just can't do it. You can't cook. Say, Mr. G, I won't cook. Mr. G, I won't cook. So for all of you chefs, you have to do that in another environment. You cannot be cooking and braiding at the same time. Another thing, you want to mark all of your containers. So wherever your popsicle sticks are, put popsicle sticks. Combs, label combs. Okay? First aid kit, label first aid kit. Trash can, label trash can. You want to make sure everything is labeled. And lastly, place your tools properly. You want to make sure that everything is in its proper place. You would hate for a client to reach on your station, grab something, and accidentally cut themselves or burn themselves or anything of that nature. So you want to make sure that everything that you have concerning your space, that things that you are protected and your client is protected as well. All right. So here are three or four. I'll give you four things that every braider would need to know to be successful after this certification. Number one, you want to utilize your social media. How many times have we heard this? I know it's like Charlie Brown. Womp, 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 womp. I know, I get it. Use your social media. Use it for more than just scrolling. Use it to announce what you have to offer. Let people know that you are open. Let them know what your niche is, what you've been called to do, and that's to braid hair. And so some of us, we'll get these certifications and we just go back and just be like, I'm good. I'll do it one day. No, get this certification and run with it. That means even posting before and after shots, posting reels, even getting some clips of you even getting out of your car, going into the salon, showing them the name of your salon, showing them where you work, creating a presence. So it's all about letting them know that you are present. And so you can't create followers. You can't make money if people don't even know that you exist. So you want to utilize your social media. Now, some people have always asked, well, which outlet should I get on? What is comfortable with you? Are you comfortable with Snapchat? Are you comfortable with Instagram? Are you comfortable with Facebook? Or are you comfortable with all three? It's all about your own level of comfort. And you have to recognize where your audience is. Because even with me, there's a certain audience that I attract on Instagram versus that I attract on Facebook. And Instagram and Snapchat are the same type of followers. So you have to realize who you're talking to and what your audience like. So you definitely want to utilize your social media. And if you're not good with social media, that's what nieces, nephews, and hire somebody to help you to build that portfolio. That's your portfolio. That's basically your portfolio. Number two, you want to create a professional system. Now, I know this right here is going to make some of y'all be sour-faced, but we cannot book appointments through DM. We just not going to be able to do it. We can't book appointments in the Kroger's line. We can't do it. We're not going to be able to do it. What you do is you create a professional system. Listen, your brand has more to do than just a logo. Okay, it has everything to do with the client approach. It has everything to do with how the client perceives you. And so you want to create a professional approach with booking your clients. That's where Booski comes in. Some of you that are in this, you know what Booski is. Style Sync. That's what Style Sync. And those systems are there to help you book properly. You can do all your pricing and give a description of each service that your client wanted to be doing. You can charge them for late fees. You can charge them even they do a no call, no show, and you can block a client from even booking. Yeah, there's some that probably need to be blocked. You'll catch this later. That's another class. But listen, you want to utilize your social media and you want to create a professional system. This system is going to make things look professional and it's going to keep your brand looking sharp. That's what you want to do. Okay. Also, number 3, build the brand. When I say build the brand, I'm talking about giving a client an experience. What makes you as a braider different from the braider next door? What is your niche? What is the experience? What can you offer to them that they can't get from the guy or the girl down the street? What is your brand? What do the client feel? What are you selling them? Are you building your brand behind the scene? What do you mean? Are you practicing? When was the last time you took a class? Are you watching other videos? Do you have a mentor? Those personal things behind the scene that people can't see. The integrity. If you say you open up at 7, are you getting there at 9 o'clock? All of that has to do with the brand. Start now with dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Is it going to be perfect? Not at all. But you have to try and you have to build the brand. And when you do that, you build a certain audience. Next, charge your worth. So I made the mistake of trying to figure out what is everybody else charging in the city. Well, I can't charge this and I can't charge that because we live here. That's not true. Because who said that everybody else is charging what they supposed to charge? What would you pay for what you're asking them for? What would you pay for the false locks? What would you pay for the dreads? What would you pay for the box braids? What would you pay somebody for the feed ins? Right? What would you pay somebody for the sew in? So you base your prices not off the person next door. You base your prices off your skill set. You base the prices off what you know. They are paying for a niche. They're paying for a skill. So charge your worth. So we have those 4. Utilize your social media, create a professional system, build a brand, and charge your worth. Congratulations, you have made it through this course. So if you have another device, go ahead right now and go to your browser and type in core, CORE, .tn, which is abbreviation for Tennessee, .gov, G-O-V, CORE.tn.gov. And I'll see you on the next course.